Hi, this is Jeff Bishop, Executive Sales Coach. Hey, it's hard to believe that it's the end of the year, and here we sit, and I hope you've had a great year. I want to just walk you through some tips and techniques for helping you to close out the year even stronger. So thanks for joining me for this webinar. Well, we know that Santa, and I've got a little bit of his growth here today. Santa always is looking at lists. Of course, this is a little bit updated Santa, as he's checking his list and checking to see who's naughty or nice. And you can see he's put it on a laptop computer now. But we're going to walk through a list of 10 items that you want to check off as you close out the year. Many of you are familiar, I'm sure, with one of the all-time great catchers and one of the all-time great characters of American history, Yogi Berra, who said it ain't over till it's over. So we still have some time left in the year. You may have been familiar with a play about a year or so ago with the Packers and the Lions. Last play of the game, Aaron Rodgers goes back for a deep pass. Face mask penalties called. He then throws one last play, a Hail Mary touchdown pass, and of course results in unexpected victory and celebration elation. So back to Yogi, it's never over till it's over. So what are the things that you can do in these last few days of the year to help you close out your sales year in a very strong way? Obviously, there's all kinds of end-of-year sales going on, and I know many companies and sales professionals engage in such activities. I'd like to walk you through some other ideas. So what about decision makers? What's their general mood at the end of the year? Many times you'll find they're often more available, actually, during the holiday season. They're often more relaxed. They spend some time reflecting upon the year past and what can they do going forward. And they can be, many times, because of this more relaxed atmosphere, more open to suggestions. Secondly, how much you know about your competitors? How hard are they working? So I highly suggest outwork them. Many of your competitors will be taking a lot of time off at the last month of the year. So this may be a chance to get in there and get some more business. What about those leftover budget dollars that companies have? Many times they either use it or they lose those budget dollars. So take advantage of those budget dollars available to spend. Don't let them go to the trash can. Also, how about inventory? Many companies want to have inventory closeout. So if you work with a company, a reseller, or somebody where you're selling inventory, it can be extremely costly. They want to get that out of their warehouse, get that off their books. That can also result in some special incentives that you can pass on to your customers. So work with your vendors on that to see if there's some special opportunities for year-end closing. Many of you, I'm sure, familiar with Marlon Brando's, is the Godfather in the first one. As he says here, someday, and that day may never come, I will come upon you to do a favor for me. I wish I could impersonate him. That's not quite my cup of tea, but great movie. So calling in a favor, but with that, they must be strategically planned and executed properly. What about getting off to a fast start in 2017? Do your customers or clients need your services to get off to a fast start in the coming year? How about rising prices? Plan down in their minds regarding price increases and to take advantage of the lower prices this year before the year end closes. Our Federal Reserve Chairman, Janet Yellen, who knows what the cost of capital will be in 2017. So it may be more costly to buy next year than it is now. Take a look at contracts. So any contractual obligations to be fulfilled by year end. And take it from Blake in the famous movie Glengarry Glen Ross. Of course, Alec Baldwin played his role there. Always be closing. Contact everyone on your close list. So let's go back to Santa's list. And we start off with, he had a blank list. What did he put on the list for year-end closing techniques? Understand what your customer mood is. Understand your competitor status. Are there budget leftovers you can take advantage of? Is there any inventory closeout that you can pass along reductions to your customers? Do you need to call in a favor? How about your customer or client getting off to a fast start into the coming year? What about any price increase? Is it going to, prices of your products going or services going up next year? How about the cost of capital? Is that going up as well in the coming year? How about any contract terms that need to be fulfilled by the end of the year, or maybe volume discounts, etc.? And finally, contact all your customers. Ask if there's anything that they need you can help them with to close out the year. So, hey, thanks for joining me for this webinar on year-end closing techniques. I hope this helps. There's my LinkedIn profile. Have a great holiday season and close out the year very strongly. Take care.